collective, I hope all is well. Let's get a energy check-in just to see what's going on around us. So of course, I'll start off with the 5-card spread to get your energy and a feel for what you have going on, and then anything that you need to know. I hope you are alchemizing your situations to bring in your manifestations with ease. I hope you are learning as much as you can on your journey, not clinging too emotional to things, experiencing life. It's the longest thing you're going to do is live. So let's get your overall energy. You have the Knight of Swords, okay? You could be excited about speaking your truth when it comes to something that you're currently working on. You could be articulating something, perfecting something. The 8 of Wands. So it's something you're working on, and if you are making changes when it comes to this, 888 could be significant. We did just have the Lionsgate portal on 88. So if you told yourself, I'm getting on my highest timeline, you're moving with authenticity as well as clarity, truthfulness. Page of Cups, emotionally grounding yourself. You could be heavy reflecting when it comes to something you have probably worked on or working on. And then you have the Fool. So this is a new beginning because you emotionally walked away from something. You have closed out a cycle energetically. And now you're just pretty much waiting for it to just alchemize in the 3D. It just needs you to keep showing up and pouring this love and your awareness as well as your presence in this, whatever this is. So you just need to keep exploring the unknown for somebody. I'll give you a shadow card for your spread. I think I have, where did I put the booklet? So let's get a shadow message as well for yourself. So let's see, you have a new beginning for someone. It just needs you to keep working on this. And then you have ancestors. Mind you, it flipped out in the reverse. So maybe your ancestors are not wanting this for you. And I say this because, for example, if you are someone who is trying to heal or do something different in your bloodline, and your ancestors genuinely, they can't, sometimes they're not the ones you should be calling on. Sometimes the curse is in with you. So that means if you're doing something untraditional, or in a sense of where they can't help you when it comes to certain things. They didn't pass it down DNA wise, but they can see things that we can't see. So it's like still, call upon them and use them for what you can use them for. So you may be by yourself when it comes to this next assignment that you are going on, and that's okay, because you got God with you. You have the Most High. You have faith here. All you need is that mustard seed. You have release, and then you have sacral sexuality that flipped in the reverse. So someone needs to actually release something when it comes to this. This is your soul. This is going to be connected towards your solar plexus. And then it says connect to heart here. So it's something that you're going to have to feel. And it's like something maybe you could be clearing out ancestrally. And with you expressing this or using this energy, it will allow you to receive whatever it is you're supposed to be receiving for yourself. So someone is breaking some generational curses of their bloodline, and that could piss off some of your ancestors, because maybe they thought you was going to continue down a path that you don't want to be on. It's not what your soul purpose is here to do. And that sometimes they don't like that. So you could be doing something out here by yourself. So let's see what we have in the overall spread for you. when it comes to this. So an ancestor could be upset because maybe you don't want to continue the bloodline. They don't like that. Maybe you said this shit ends with me. That pisses them off because maybe, once you heal whatever this is or release whatever this is, you literally amplify and you create, I won't say create, but with you healing whatever this is and releasing it, you're not going to operate on that frequency, so you'll heal that part of you DNA wise. So you'll go through another ascension. There will be another upgrade. So what is this ancestor in reverse? You have the Four of Pentacles, which is a control. Alright, so you releasing the control when it comes to a money blockage for someone, a material blockage, an identity. Four of Swords, rest. What is your relationship with resting? Why are you resisting the new? We have 4 here, foundation. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. Not 10 of Pentacles, I don't know why I said that. You have the 10 of Cups. Fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment. Once you can release the control of something mentally that you're able to rest. And so it's like if you say, actually I don't want those responsibilities. I'm going to release the control of trying to create, whatever this is. Sometimes you don't have to carry the legacy and you don't have to keep the bloodline open. And when you choose to release that and rest and say it's going to end with me, maybe you can get married into someone with already kids, who already has a family. You just marry into the family. You get strength here, Leo. So you're trying to pull yourself back out of a rut. Someone is. Fire energy. Trying to gain control. The Queen of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So there could be a Queen of Wands that wants to offer someone an opportunity. Slow moving. Just picking your feet up, moving slowly though. So you could be heavily distracted. You have the 5 in reverse. Upright would be grief. So in reverse, it's like you're coming up out of this. So you've probably walked away from some family members that thought they was going to have more. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've healed some generational curses, whatever. Like, you may not even realize it in the physical sense. But this is something spiritually that has been laid to rest. And so because of that, you have released maybe your bloodline. Maybe you have cleared them. And so because of that, this is the strength that they can say, okay, you choosing to do the work, we're going to walk with you, regardless if they like it or not. And so this could be where this Knight of Pentacles could be, someone from the other side help assisting you get out of whatever this 5 of Cups is. So you could have had low vibrational entities, ancestors, or beings that have been watching over you, and so they still, like, you may have to communicate with them differently. They don't want you to get them fruits and vegetables. Get their ass a shot of Jack or Coke 40. I don't know if you smoke. I mean, hey, do something different for it. And it's nothing wrong with that if that's just because you probably trying to connect with them a way that they can't speak to you. You're going to have to build a bond with them. You get the Star here. You get the Star, spiritual cleansing. So get near water. Somebody needs to get near water. Because they're assisting you. Like, they saying if you choose to be the one, they will assist you. You have the Star and the Strength here, so it's like, just keep pushing forward. I keep seeing him. So he is trailing. The devil is trailing you, baby. And that's just your shadow side saying you still got to do shadow work. Don't ignore that part. That's actually what's important here. The Hermit. Go within yourself. Pull it out. What is it they sending you the signs? What is it that you need to heal? What is it that you need to release? What is this control that you're having? What is it, this insecurity that you keep repeating? They want you to learn the lesson. So they're going to keep sending you these. They know you're strong enough to do the work, but you know, you have so many distractions going on. Because you're not actively resting. You're not allowing shit to come to you. You're trying to have so much control over things. And there's no reason to. It's shit that we can't see that's going on. Let's get on more. Justice, that's what I said. This is what we don't always see in the 3D. There's shit that they are literally protecting you left and right. You could be rerouted many times, and you could be thinking like, "Hey, why is this shit not getting off the ground?" It's because they working on the other side for you. So you need to connect to them. There is some justice and balance because you're choosing to do that work, and so because you choose to release the weight or that karmic justice for your bloodline, you're going to feel that in the 3D. But it needs you to actually get more spiritually inclined. You gotta obtain a little bit more knowledge here with this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because it'll send you straight to the Queen of Pentacles, which is what's next. More grounded. You got the Knight of Wands at the bottom. More Knights out here. So you have messages coming to you. So someone in the 3D could be wanting you to get this more rest because they see you as this star and they know that you are well connected to the divine. So they could be sent here to allow you to get rest this season. Because maybe you're supposed to actually start a family with someone else. Because you're going from the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. So you have that. It's already within you. It is. Keep going within yourself. And you can get really grounded. And then it will bring you the financially stability that you are trying to create for yourself. But you got to rest. You got to release whatever the control is of something that has been operating for so long when it comes to you. Procrastination, it could be double-mindedness, it's just something that has been occupying too much of your mental space. And you have not put that shit to rest. And with this 10 of Cups here, it could have been family. But you had to walk away from them with the strength. Like you had to go on a different path. They are not in your present reality. Like you don't communicate with none of these people. You haven't communicated in a while with this 5 of Cups in reverse. So it's a fat realization for somebody, realizing like, damn, my life has been peaceful since I don't communicate with these people. My life has actually been better with the justice here since I don't. Like I actually have been mentally and physically, maybe even financially, better without these people. They say everything happens for a reason, and people change like the season. And you get the Ace of Wands in reverse, though. There's a false start. It flew out on the Justice. But maybe that's where when you finally realize it's not like it's not a false start in the sense of where it's kind of like you've already done something. You don't have to keep starting over when it comes to this. Just be, just do, just experience. Just experience. The 4 Wands at the bottom. Yeah, you've already built something and then the Knight of Swords. Once again, that was your overall energy. So there is something coming in when it comes to a foundation. Somebody wants to build stability with you, but it just needs you to heal whatever you've been holding on to for a long time and get in the driver's seat of your reality. Because this is really solid for somebody. And it have you sitting really, really pretty. So lock in with yourself. Put yourself, and do it in increments. 21 days, I'm going to just do this. And then, after them 21 days, self-reflect or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be consecutive days. But if you say once a week, I want to just sit down and give myself 3 hours. Prayer, meditation, journal, whatever it is. And then when you get into a space where you can say, because see, the Queen of Wands, like she's trying to do so many things at one time. And so it's kind of like, because of that, the Knight of Pentacles is here, it's slow moving, but it's kind of like you're coming up out of something emotionally, which puts you in this star energy. So it's kind of like you will feel this internally, because the Hermit is going to go within, and this is going to restore and put you in that Queen of Pentacles. But it just needs you to genuinely keep showing up for it, keep pouring in it. Release the grip, allow your ego to rest, and actually get rest. Rest is going to be very significant, because maybe your ancestors can connect you through dreams. And with this sacred sexuality, someone needs to actually tap into that as much as possible. Having a strong connection to the divine as well is going to be significant for you as well. Two of Pentacles. But that is the message that I have for you guys. And I will actually see y'all in the next one.